All right, so here we go. Let's start hands on your hips. Look at the clock. All right. What are the two muscle groups we squeeze before we lift? The two T's are tummy and tush. Remember, hands on your hips. All right, let's bring your knee up. And you want your foot under your kneecap, right? And hold it there. Yep. And what helps to do is when you squeeze your tummy and then your left side, that's going to stabilize your pelvis. So, all right, let's just do, for the sake of this today, let's just do 5 each. And your goal is not to touch the ground, right? With your right leg. And do your best not to sink your hips forward, which means if you see her doing this, what that tells you is she's not engaging her glutes, which when her glutes engage, there should be no movement in her hips. She should be able to just lock in like this. Now let's do the other side. Keep your tummy tight. Okay. Okay. Now something else you can do at home. I'm just going to dump these out. Just sit here. Let's just sit down on this bucket. Just sit on it. So to do this muscle group, just straighten your leg and squeeze your quad. Yep. So this is a hard one to do for her, like to do this. But if you struggle with it, just sit down first and then teach this. Remember, squeezing that. Just do 5 each leg sitting down first. If it's too easy, you scooch forward, but just do it this way for now. And the other leg. Make sure you completely lock it out. Keep your foot always up. Because that keeping your foot flexed up is going to help you squeeze this. Because remember, it's triggering. We're not building muscle. We're building the ability to squeeze. Okay? And then when you're done with that, stand up. Let's do that again, standing up. So go ahead and just balance. Just bring your knee here. Other leg. Okay, and just extend it out. And then bring it back down. And what you want to do is hinge. Notice how my femur doesn't move. I'm just hinging it out. Foot is up, not down. And what's going to give you the ability to keep going. Okay, keep it right here. There you go. And just make sure that she's getting that thing to squeeze. Keep going. Lock it out. Yep. And it's good to hold it at the end too. Okay. Hold it at the very end. Awesome. Okay. Did I teach you the straight leg taps? Yeah. Or you just lift it off the ground. Okay. Just do 5 of those each leg. Hands on hips. Okay. Lift as high as you can. Don't sink your hips though, right? You gotta lift it. And that's why those little bands you have, those purple ones you have, if she can get her foot, another 6 to 8 inches of movement, that's even better, because for you and I, these are gonna, we're gonna bring our foot up. We'll do our hip quad extensions from up here. She's got to do them down here. If I'm doing this drill, I want to get up that high. She's probably only get about that high. So those purple bands would be good for her. You could actually have them hooked up with the gray. Do the first set with the purple, and then do the second set with the gray, and just being able to switch them in and out would be good. Okay, now face me. Step over the hand. There, girl. Hands on your hips, and then let's go abduction out. Remember to keep your foot parallel to the ground. And try to keep all your weight through this knee, chest, right through there. Okay. And you're trying not to move around too much, so really stay stable. Okay, and then we're going to turn to the middle, switch sides. Oh, keep your foot behind. There, girl. Okay, balance on your right leg, and just lift your leg straight out. Make sure your left leg stays straight, and you don't tilt at all. Okay, now face the wall. All right, what's the first drill we do this way? Leg pulls. We do leg pulls where you just pull your leg back, hands on your hips. and you're squeezing your glute at the end. There, girl. And you just want to hold it at the end. Don't jerk. So whenever you guys are doing these, just always hold at the end. Otherwise, you start swinging like this, it doesn't do anything. So you never want to swing. And the other side. It's pretty good though so far, Sloane. I mean, you're 8 years old, and it's really good. I mean, she's gonna wobble, but you'd be surprised when you get like another week of this, you'll just be locked in. Okay, let's do your hamstring curls. Remember, knees are together. You pull your heel back. Yep. So your knees stay together, right? You pull your heel back. You back up a little bit more that way. There you go. And you don't want your knees to come forward, so you always want to keep them together. Now pull back. There you go. Yep. Okay, now, did I have you do donkey kicks on the ground? Okay, so get down on all fours, facing that way. Keep, the band should go between your knees, right? Get your hands flat on your hand, put your palms on the ground. Yep. Now push your right heel straight back and squeeze your tush, right? So what you're looking at here, go ahead, push straight back. Foot stays down. That's important. Feel like you push your heel against the wall. And you want to go straight back, squeeze your quad, squeeze your glute, and then elevate about 5-6 inches. Straight back, heel to the wall, lift. What you'll find is kids want to point that toe, heel flat against the wall. Feel that? This is where I want your feet all the time. The only time I want her to point her toe is when you do that straight-legged tap. Otherwise, every time her foot is up. Okay, other leg. Lock it out, elevate it. Straight back, lock it out, elevate it. Straight back, lock it out, elevate it. Okay. Let's try to do a couple standing though. So just stand here. Let's go knee up. I want you to push down, not back though. Push down and squeeze. Hands on your hips. Down and squeeze. So this is more of an angle. Yes. So shoulder square. There, right there. Knee up. Straighten your leg behind you. Yep. Knee up. Straighten it. Perfect. So I want you to introduce these two because this will help her balance. So bring your knee from here, back. There you go. And just try to feel that same feeling you have when you're on the ground. That knee straightens and you squeeze. All right, so then face your dad. And let's try this. So go ahead and sit on the ground. Lay on your back. Okay, bring your leg up. Okay, scooch this way. So this is one that I have like for us. It's for hamstrings and extension. So leg comes up, toe stays, flex. You feel it in your hamstring? Okay, now pull your leg down. And then bring it up. Stretch. Pull down. Up. So this is a good one to do. Now for you, you would put both bands on one leg. Yeah. Well, no, it just gives you, literally the band is stretching out your hamstring and your extensors. So this is a good one. Yep. And then you do, let's just do 5. And then what you're going to do is bring your other leg up, both legs up. And then we just unclip them. Right over here. Now do 5 on that side. This leg is straight. Yep. What's your foot supposed to do? No, other way. There you go. I'm going to point those toes, don't you? And again, if this is too easy, you just take this one and you would just put it on there. Yeah, look at you. This is a super strong motion in our bodies because it's literally your hamstring all the way to your low back. So she can pull a lot of weight that way. So these are good to do as well. Okay, so let your legs come up. Take that off. Okay, now let's go wrist. Remember the secret is to do this. I call it pre-cuffing because now you slide your hand in there and then you just Velcro it. See that? Otherwise you fight with it. So pre-cuff it. Other way. And slide your hand in there. There you go. Stuck. There you go. All right, stand up. Let's go face your dad first. So this is some of the stuff you've been struggling with probably. So, again, let's go to that bucket. Let's just, a lot of this she can do sitting down. Go ahead and sit on that thing. Now this is where you can kind of get your arms out, and then let's engage. Can you feel that? Okay, good. Let's stand up for a second. I'll give you just a little more. There you go. Okay, sit. Okay, make sure I want your feet to touch the ground. So get some leverage. There we go. Okay, so let's start with some arm circles. I want you to keep your tummy tight, right? Breathe. So we're going to go forward and backward. And we're going to do flies. Now when we do flies, I want you to see, always go the angle of the band. So you're going to come up. Yep. Now you got to dig in, okay? So I would have like a shorter seat. So a little shorter bench, you can kind of use her legs to. But this will help her kind of learn how to activate the upper body first, and then we'll go into standing. Okay, stand up. Now I want to watch you do those again. Let's do the arm circles first. You want to stay wide, palms forward. Okay, do some flies. Purple bands for sure on this one. Okay. All right, girl. Yeah, you just definitely don't ready for one-legged stuff. You're all about staying square on the ground. Okay, now let's do bring your palms up in the air. Yep. Try something. Hold that handle. Okay. Come together with those. Okay, really squeeze the handles. Okay. Yep. See, strong with her hands. See how she's got more control. You might want to use the handles on some of these movements. So like flies. Okay. Arm circles, no, because it doesn't work. Let's bring those arms up now from the bottom. Yep. You gotta do 5. Yeah, these are a little heavy. That's okay. Those purple ones will be good. Okay, that's good. Let's just do it. Oh, keep them. You're not done yet, kid. Okay, face out again. All right, let's just put your hands like this. Yep. Okay, like this. Twist them down. All right, now I want you to push up in the sky. Yep. And then bring them down, push. There you go, lock your elbows out. Push. One more. Okay, so those are good. Now let's go back to your wrists. Certain drills you just can't use your hands on. Those you can. All right. Arm above your head. let's face the camera. Face the camera. All right, put your palms together. Oh, we're not going to do those. We're going to just go out here now. So let's put a little bit of tension on them. So what we could do here is, what I can do, there's two ways of doing this. You can use the one ankle strap around a wrist like we've been doing with our golf swing, or put your palms together. Is you can literally clip one band to both loops. See that? So what we've done is we've eliminated half the load. So let's do our push presses. Make sure you stay square. You want to have your golf stance. Zoom in on your wrists. See how you have both clips on, one clip on both wrists. And then let's do, take one, let's spin around and do the other way. Always turn to the middle. No. Always just turn. There you go. Face that way. Face that door. We're going to do it this way now. Move out. Make it harder. There you go. Is that a lot easier? Because you only have one band on you instead of two, right? Then, let's spin back to the camera. It's like you got handcuffs on. Mm-hmm. All right, now let's put our hand out like this. Get square to the camera, get your stance wider. And let's do little circles. We call this wax on, wax off. You got to watch Karate Kid, the original. So we're going to train. You're going to have to paint the fence, wax the car, and then sand the deck. We go this way first, and we go this way. And the whole time you keep this tight, okay? So little circles in front of you. And then we're going to, we would switch hands and do it this way. So I would say use the purple bands for these, or just use one band and just each clip. She has to just unclip it. Go out, hand in front, lock in here, and circles, square up. You want to keep your hand right in front of you. Little circles. We go this inside and we go outside. Clockwise, counterclockwise. And then spin and face me. Let's do that same arm out. Get square. Always in your stance. Straight out. Little circles. Don't turn your shoulders. So you're going to watch your shoulder line that it doesn't turn. You got to stay here, honey, okay? And then the other one. Now, when you take the bands off, or when you switch, it's easy to take tension off. So take tension off. Oh, can you do that yourself? Can you unclip it? All right. It's easier if you go this way. See that? Arm out that way. Yep. In circles. Stay out a little bit more. And little circles in. And the other one you can do is just this arm. Remember, your outside arm is going to go out. So just lift the arm out. Yep. So we're just going to lift it up and down. So this is your shoulder. This arm just stays on the side. Yeah, this is pretty hard for you to do. These probably are too heavy for the delt raises, they're called. So we'll use the purple ones for that. All right. Probably just good to do all these with purple. I'd like to see you know what pounds they are? I'll take a picture. Yeah. That's just, they make 10, 20, 30, 40s. These are 30s. So anything 10 or 20 would be good. Yeah. Okay. Now this way, you're going to take these handles again. What you could do is just have the handles hooked to the other pair of grays, and then she could drop them, pick up the other ones. You know what I mean? You're going to roll your shoulder blades back and pull under you. Okay. Now, the way to do it without putting on the handles is you're going to put these on. And you're going to hold here. Just grab onto the fabric. Okay, now, Sloane, I want you to do this. Shoulder blades go back, and you pull to your ribs. And what we want to learn is how to activate her scapula. This is a big deal. Like if you can keep your shoulder blades back and not rounded forward. And what you'll see is her shoulders will go like this. See how your shoulders are this way? You need to roll them back. So stick, it says little, where the little, push the little out to the mirror. There you go. See that? Big chest, we say. You pinch right here. So holding onto the fabric is the way to do this. That way you don't need the handles. All right, now let's try to do just some, remember I call them condors, where you just go like this. You kind of like flap your wings. Again, with those light bands, you'll be able to get a little bit more range of motion this way. But all I'm trying to do is activate all this stuff up in here. These are probably a little too heavy. All right, let's do a lat pull. So we're going to just pull our hands behind us like this. This one, you're fine. These are stronger muscle groups. So pull back, kind of tilt a little bit. Pull back and hold. Okay, let's do one arm at a time now. Bring your arm up above your head as you can. Again, 10-foot band or 10 pounders, you're going to want to get, there. But you probably don't have enough strength with these to do that. And then the other arm, you're just pulling your arm up there. And then you can alternate, you can go up and back and then switch it out. So those are the ones I'd want you to do. Now, let's do, let's grab her wrist or ankle cuff. Put that on. Or we're using these. Can both hands fit through there? All right, put your hands together. So we'll go through there, and we will. There we go. Okay, right-handed golfer. Let's do your backswing first. One band, not two. Did you do that? Just one? Yeah. Okay. Now let's just work on that first, the triangle, girl. And go. What I want you to do is go 3 seconds out, 3 seconds back. So it's going to be in your head. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And what this is going to do, Sloane, is it's going to keep you engaged. You're not going to. I don't want your arms doing this. I want you to imagine your torso. Shoulders are connected to our chest, connected to our hips. There's one move, not arms. And that's really good. So slower. So go 1001, 1002, 1003, and then 1001, 1002, 1003. Really slow out. And really slow back down. All right, girl. Awesome. Okay, then let's do your follow down the line. So just turn. Again, what I want you to envision is this. Your target is your dad. You're going, and I want you to start kind of on your hip. So start about here, like we're almost halfway down. Cover the ball, and I want you to just extend halfway through the line. Now in this position, I want her in her posture. Your hips are still back. Your left pocket is going that way to the door. Your head is still down, looking at the ball. Your right heel is still on the ground. And you're pivoting your right hip down, and your right shoulder is also down. Okay? So those are the angles I want you to try to keep. Yep. Pivot through. And again, I want you to go slow. So get square. So we got 1. Go ahead, 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Now you got to come back slow. So 1001, 1002, 1003. Hold it. Keep your heel down. Because what this is going to help you feel is not jumping at it with your feet and staying down through the hip. So do it again. 1001, 1002, 1003. Keep your knee flexed a little bit, just like in straighten. That's your power, but your arms should be down the target line more. This is still bent. This is still down, and then you come back 1, 2, 3. So start here. 1, 2, 3. Weight in your front heel. Yep. And then 1, 2, 3. When I say weight in your heel, that's when you've already hit the ball and you've rotated all your weight into your left side. There's really not a lot of weight left on that foot. So just do a couple more. And obviously, I'm going to just use this stick here. You know, the angles we talk about, go ahead and set up to the ball. You know, if I could draw a line through your spine, that doesn't change. Do it a couple more times. So her hips should stay as close to the stick at address as at finish. See that? So a lot of kids stand up. You don't want to stand up. So it's just like mimicking this movement here. If you look at my spine, when I turn through, that spine angle has not changed at all. That's huge. You can keep your spine angle. So those are the rotation ones. What else were you doing? Do you remember? Is that it? I think that's probably it. Were you swinging with the belt on?
We tried it.
Didn't really like the way it. Well, let's just do it, me and you, so I can watch her and see what it looks like. That's fine. Can I have a drink? No, that's fine. So pull her shirt out of there. So yeah, we don't want her shirt in. I'm gonna just shut this off.